Oh, I like the intro.
Intro stupid. Yeah.
We back.
We back, baby. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Stick to the Script podcast. I am Prada, aka Tate.
And I'm G's, aka Giziano.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Geez, turn your mic up a little bit. We just hear you a little bit better.
How we sound?
We good. We good.
All right.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you can hear you clearly. So today's podcast, right? Today's episode, we back. This is called Getting Back to Business. We're getting back to business. A lot of things have happened. A lot of things, for the most part, I take responsibility. Like, my life been crazy. So I've been on a super break from the podcast shit, but I should never did it. So we going to keep working consistently hard every week to bring you a new episode. This week's episode is we're going to be talking about D'Angelo. We're going to be getting into the tragic death of a neo soul legend, one of the pioneers of neo soul. And we're going to be talking about Family Matters star. What's his name? God damn it, geez. I don't know the boy name. Darius MCCARY. I think that's how you say his name. McCrary. Yeah, Darius McCrary. We're going to be talking about him messing up with a couple of legal issues he got going on and all that. And then we're going to get into Donald Trump. Of course, what is news without this bozo?
We Republicans, baby. We Republicans.
No, he had me crazy. He had me crazy. I'm not a Republican. Is Donald Trump the worst president ever? That's a question. That's a question we're going to ask everybody, and we're going to be asking each other, of course. One thing for sure, two things for certain. Another topic we got going on is how to stay calm during an argument with your loved one. Very important. And last but not least, then and now. What is the generational difference between the youngins and I'm gonna say
YNs? Ain't no youngins. YNs, right?
I don't want to call them YNs because that's calling them young niggas is like this is the reason why they act like that. I'm gonna say the youngins against the big bros because we the big bros now. We not the OGs yet. We the big bros. So the youngins and the
30, bro. 30 plus is OGs, man. It's unks. We unks, man.
No, Unc like 40 something.
I thought. All right, so OGs is 30 plus.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, nah. Unc is crazy. So that's that topics we got going on today. But so we're gonna first start off with D'Angelo, of course. Give our RIPs and all that, and also rest in peace to Diane Keaton. She passed away too. She was a part of
my fault, bro. Rest in peace to Angie Stone as well.
Angie Stone was a couple this year as well, but the history behind Angie Stone and D'Angelo, they have a child together. He's actually probably, I don't think he's our age yet, but he probably almost there. But they did have a child together, you know what I mean? Shout out to him. Hearts goes out to his family and everything like that. It is very unfortunate to lose two parents in 1 year, months apart. Is crazy, especially from tragedy. I think Angie Stone was in a car accident. Which was very unfortunate. And D'Angelo, I think he died from cancer.
This is them right there. We put them on the screen too.
Yes. Let's do. So I got a couple words, I want to say about D'Angelo. And then we're gonna go into a little tribute. You know what I mean? Sometimes strength doesn't come from what we survive, but from who we lose along the way. Today we would like to honor D'Angelo and his family. Angie Stone as well. His memory reminds us that strength isn't about never failing, but it's about standing up with purpose every time life knocks you down. So rest in peace to D'Angelo. We can go ahead and roll that little tribute we got going on. I'm trying to come with the rain, and I'm gonna make it known, 'cause I want them to know my name. Hey, all right, we ain't trying to get muted on YouTube and all that, so we had to cut it short a little bit with the music. You're my baby. What do you say? And I just can't stop loving. No, listen. Classic. I can remember many nights staying like late on the phone before I was a married man and just talking on the phone to D'Angelo You not pause, not to D'Angelo, but listening to the music in the background. That was crazy on Golden Girl station in Philly on Power 99. So rest in peace to D'Angelo. He definitely was a pioneer, man. I mean, they actually made a whole BET channel just for neo soul because because everybody was just coming out, man. It was just getting crazy. But rest in peace to that brother, man. That's a very sad situation, man. Never want to see nobody pass away from any cancer, gunshots, whatever the case may be. But rest in peace to homie.
I'm gonna read a little inside D'Angelo's struggles before his age. He was his death. Let me see. This is the New York Post. So it says new details have emerged following the death of D'Angelo at the age of 51. The R&B music icon who passed away following a private battle with pancreatic cancer. I said it right. Pancreatic, right?
Pancreatic, but you got it, brother. Public school education.
Pancreatic cancer on Tuesday, October 14th. October 14th was said who has struggled with his self-image ever since stepping away from the spotlight in the early 2000s. Wow. So I didn't even know he was fighting cancer, bro.
Yeah, I don't think it was public. It probably was a family thing. But we could just leave y'all with this right here. Legends never die. They live through the strength and those who carry their name. So shout out to his son, wherever you are in this blue marble we live on, man. I hope you keep being positive and try to do your thing. He is a music artist. He actually remade one of his dad's songs. I was watching a little bit of that. Yeah, man, it's just hard losing a parent from somebody that comes from that experience. So, you just never get over it. You never forget about it. It just get easier as it goes along because you living your life. But, you had those moments when you think about it and it's just, take your breath away again. But wishing him nothing but healing energy, right? From Stick to the Script podcast.
Straight from Stick to the Strip podcast, man. Rest in peace, D'Angelo. His name is Michael Eugene Archer.
Yes, sir.
How you get D'Angelo from that?
I don't know. How I get Prada from Chris. I don't. I know the love. They just don't know. Yo. All right. So next up, let's get into this arrest from our Family Matters star. His name is Darius McCrary. I think that's how you say his last name. I'm not really sure. I don't want to lie. I don't want to butcher main man name. You know what I mean? What's his name on Family Matters, bro? Eddie Winslow. We gonna call him Eddie Winslow because that's what everybody know him as.
Mr. Eddie Mr. Winslow.
Calling that boy Mr. Man. I was watching. So Eddie Winslow, yo, listen, I want you to pull up the video of him in court too. He sound crazy as hell. But before we get into the video, we're gonna have a couple talking points real quick.
What you got for me? Talk to me.
I wonder what's wrong with so many like 90s or 80s sitcom kids or just actors. They always like lose their shit, bro. I don't know what it is.
I think it's the money, bro. The money be fucking people up, man.
It got to be the pressures of like early fame, and it just affects their mental health or something.
If you ask a conspiracy theorist will say, "Yeah, they sold to the devil." You know how this conspiracy theorist is.
Yeah, sometimes I believe that, but in this case, he went to jail for child support. He sold his soul to his girl.
That's so regular to me. That was like he sold his soul to the devil. He sold his soul to
his soul. That coochie got him. That's what happened to him. The coochie got him.
The pussy.
No, not the. That's some different shit. No dussy in this one. I don't know. Matter of fact, what's crazy?
Where you put my guy? When you like,
wait,
where you put my guy?
You got a pocket, bro. Yo, what's crazy? I do remember him talking, if I'm not mistaken, to a transsexual though. I remember that. I remember
that too. That came out.
Yeah, I do remember he was, and he was like, stamping it too. Like he was with it. I ain't judging nobody for their sexual preferences, but I tried to pause earlier for him, but no, he actually do. You know what I mean? Well, that's crazy. I guess he did go crazy. But anyway, it's a thin line between public image and personal reality. And, public image to us was him on Family Matters being Eddie Winslow, him and his goofy friend, great sitcom when it was around, great actor for that time. But, in reality, this goes to show you, just like when we see Kanye West, we see Drake, we see just different artists going through real life situations. Just because you're famous don't mean that you are immune to life.
Absolutely. Preach, my brother, preach.
Life gonna happen no matter what, for sure. So go ahead and play the clip, bro, and let them know what's going on with the guy.
Put your pussy lips on live, I'll give you $1,000.
Pause, bro. You out of pocket.
Play that joke.
Darius McCrary finds himself as a trending topic this morning, but for his courtroom antics instead of his popular role on the hit TV comedy Family Matters.
Make it full screen, broski.
Wow, Edo, what luck? The girl of your dreams just dropped in.
Hey, baby. Home now.
Known for his role as playing Eddie Winslow on Family Matters, Darius McCrary stood before a judge earlier this week for some more serious matters. McCrary was arrested in California earlier.
God damn, he old as shit.
Yeah, bro, that TV show came out in the 80s, bro. Yeah, he way older than us now. That's Unc.
Yeah, that's Unc. That's
Unc in them.
Pop, bro. That
nigga, that's Unc, nigga. We OGs. That's Unc right there, dog.
Month stemming from a missed court appearance in Michigan relating to his failure to pay child support. But he chose to represent himself during the hearing and even presented this motion before the court.
Based on the fact that, the 50th district has completely...
He a fucking gangster for representing himself. I just got
bro. He's a fool, bro. Go ahead and listen to it, bro. He's an idiot.
Continue to violate all of my rights. My fourth, my fifth, my 14th Amendment. My right to due process is constantly trampled, and I figured out why. Because under due process clause of the 14th Amendment, personal judgment is void if rendered by the court. Which has no jurisdiction over the defendant. That's Penmore versus Neff, 95 U.S. 714-24L, ED 565. And Michigan has no jurisdiction. Before we proceed, we need to establish jurisdiction.
Yo.
All right, so let's break down the courtroom.
He should have hired an attorney.
Oh yeah, now you should have hired an attorney.
I had to listen to
Yo, a famous quote. Everybody knows it. If you don't, let me tell you right now. A man who has his own self as his lawyer has a fool for a client. Now, it has been cases where men have and women have, represented themselves and they spanked that. And you know what I mean? Spanked that case.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? But they were well researched on the law. They knew exactly what they was talking about. They knew the ins and out of their case, and they made out good. When you just go in there thinking that you about to be Johnny Cochran and you have done no research and you don't know the laws and you don't know how to engage or articulate yourself properly, you're going to lose, my guy. Get a lawyer.
Yes, sir.
Man, sit your ass down.
Sit your ass down, boy. What you think you going to? What you think you was going in that motherfucker? What you think he's about to do, huh? What are you talking about? He said, I'm making a personal appearance for myself. He's talking in third person the whole time he's speaking. He's saying, I'm here to represent Darius McCrary, whatever his last name is. And he's saying it like he's a lawyer representing himself or like he's his agent talking for himself, bro. It sounds crazy, bro. So there's obviously a little, if it's not mental health there's a lot of ignorance there to the law.
Where is the money at? He still got money? Why the fuck he couldn't hire a lawyer, man? It's only child support, bro. Like, you can't hire a lawyer for child support? What's up?
Hey, man.
What's
the
up?
royalty checks dried up, baby. Shit tight.
A classic. He should be eating off that show, man.
Shit tight, baby.
Broke, baby.
I'm broke. I'm broke, baby. Shit tight. Like, yo, real shit. But listen, all jokes aside though, we hope he make out well with his mental health if he has any going on. I don't like to diagnose people, but what he was just saying out his mouth sound like a bunch of mumbo jumbo, and I hope he seeks counsel. Uh and also, if you didn't know, public defenders is free, my guy. You didn't even have to go that far. You could at least let him beat it at preliminary. Goddamn, baby.
Don't they tell you they can assign you a judge if you can't afford one? Don't they tell you that?
No, if you have the right to remain silent, which you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to attorney. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you.
Exactly. So what's up? What appointed one at?
He opted out and he decided to represent himself, which is okay if you know the law, if you're well read, well researched, you study them books. But if you just coming in there off of, I used to be on Family Matters, you're done.
I got something for this nigga, bro.
Yes, sir. We didn't hear none of that because that shit sound like a bunch of technical difficulties.
Don't ask.
Nah, that shit sounded like a bunch of technical difficulties. It was too loud and we couldn't hear it. But whatever you played, I'm pretty sure it fit.
I've seen him do it.
Now that was more like that's exactly how he sound. That's exactly how he sound, yo. Real rap.
Do it.
Real rap. Yo,
what's
free
up?
rap, man.
Free MCCARY. Free. Should we say that? Do we deserve to be where he at?
I mean, he got in child support court, bro. He gonna come home, bro. He ain't catch a body or do nothing crazy, man. He just gotta pay them bills, man, or stop nothing in these women that don't have his best interests at heart, man. That's how it's really what it is. Or take care of your kids.
Take care of the motherfucking kids. Pay that motherfucking child support, motherfuckers. Pay that motherfucking child support, bitch.
Or you could just be like us and take care of your kids, and things work out, my guy.
It's so much easier if you just take care of your goddamn kids,
Take
man.
care of your kids, bro. We're right.
Even if you want child support, still take care of your kids. Don't let that stop you from taking care of your kids. Take care of your kids.
Take care of your kids, bro. God damn, baby, what you doing?
What are you
doing?
doing?
All right, man. Well, hopefully that brother makes out better than what he is doing right now, because they got him on the news looking like a fucking fool. And that clip was brought to you by Court TV on YouTube. Yeah, we're gonna start saying where we get clips from. Please don't sue us. We just a little podcast trying to make it big. That's all, baby. Don't sue us. We ain't got it.
We accept partnerships. If y'all want to reach out to us, just hit us up on a stick to the script email and all that.
Hold my hand, brother. Hold my hand and lead me to the money. But yeah, all right, next topic, bro. Donald Trump. God damn it.
My man, I voted for that nigga.
Yeah,
I voted for Donald Trump, motherfucker.
So I'm glad you said that. So how's it going for you?
How's it going for who?
How's it going? How you think he's going with the country right now?
He's doing an amazing job, my brother. Amazing job.
Tell me why he's doing an amazing job.
Tell you what, you gonna put me on the spot, nigga?
Bro, you sitting here saying you MAGA G's. You MAGA G's. Tell me why you voted for him.
I'm about to show you right now. I'm about to tell the critics right now, man.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Pull that up, bro.
I'm gonna just put Donald Trump in, man.
Go ahead.
He be cursing niggas the fuck out.
Yeah, but we talking about in the seriousness of what has he done for the country?
Because he doesn't want to around with the United States.
This is old. This is old as shit.
I wouldn't say that.
Talking right now, bro. Donald Trump right now. What has he done positive? I'm asking you, not asking you for a YouTube clip. I'm asking you, Mr. I voted for Trump. Yes.
You asking me?
Yes.
All right, so Trump, man, he ended the war, man. He ended the war.
Ended what war?
Between what the fuck is them countries, bro?
You don't even know.
What the fuck is that? You know what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
The wars that was bombing each other like crazy. What the fuck is them war? Them Jones. He ended that shit. He got in between and said, nigga, if y'all don't do that, I'm gonna step in. Yeah, then America gonna bomb y'all niggas. Stop playing with us, man. Stop playing with each other.
He ain't say all that, but okay.
This is coming from this is how I feel.
No, bro, listen, let me ask you a question. If you see two people on a corner fighting about to shoot each other, you gonna step in and say stop?
Fuck no.
Why not?
Am I gonna step in between niggas that got guns? You said they got guns.
Yes, and say stop.
If they got guns, fuck no. But if they about to rumble, yeah, I might.
No, bro. This you moving the goalposts. I said if you seen two people in the middle of the street with guns about to shoot each other, right? And your family is with you or not with you, would you try to stop them?
Fuck no.
Why not?
I'm staying away, far away as I can.
So this is so you're applauding him for ending the war that don't have nothing to do with us.
It do, but it don't.
But it don't. How? Tell me how it doesn't involve us one bit. Tell me.
I'm not really a politicking guy and all that because I ain't gonna.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. So it's the same thing with us, right? It's the same thing with the scenario I just gave you. The reason why you're not going to stop these two guys from shooting each other is not because you don't care about them, you don't care about human life. It's because it's going to affect you directly or indirectly. What I'm saying is, you go over there and start bombing people. You just because we got the #1 military in the world, possibly, as arguably the case, right? That don't stop people from blowing us up. So, as the president, and this is not even a president, as a dictating president, him doing all this other bullshit in between and all that, bro, that can cause harm to us. When he raised the tariffs and all that stuff for other countries, that shit affected us.
Yeah.
So it's easy. It's easy to say, yeah, do this, do that, do this. So he's bro, but he's causing conflict for us. It's Americans being kidnapped when they go on vacation and killed because of the shit that he's doing. And people don't look at, it's like when you go to a barbershop, right? You get a fucked up cut, right? You don't know the barber that cuts your hair name, so you're not going to say that barber fucked you up. What you're going to say is that shot fucked me up. Right? Same thing when an American goes out the country. They're not going to say, oh, Donald Trump, this and that. They're going to say, fuck America. Fuck Americans. All Americans must die. You know, they're going to say stuff like that.
All right, so listen, let me my fault. Let me cut you off, bro. For the critics, I didn't vote for Trump. I didn't. I'm lying my ass off. But one thing I can say that he did was that affected America, or affected the city. He sent the National Guard over to DC first, clean DC up a little bit. DC crime rate is lower. And I don't know if he sent them over to Chicago, but he was supposed to send them over there to Chicago to clean Chicago up too. I think he did. I don't know if they over there, but I did hear that. And I heard that he was supposed to send it to Philly too, but the governor was like, no, we don't need that. The governor said, fuck that. We don't need that. So that I can applaud for that. But other than that, all of Donald Trump's me saying I'm a Republican and all that. I'm not a Republican. I'm a Democrat. So I just wanted to clear that up. You know, I had to stir a little bit controversy a little bit. You know, sorry to destroy you like that because you start going in on me, my brother.
All right. So I'm gonna elaborate on what you just said. He tried to deploy the National Guard out. That didn't work. What he did was he deployed ICE out. ICE is supposed to be rounding people up that's illegal, but they're rounding people up that are American citizens and actually hurting them, shooting them, and detaining them for hours and days at a time, and knowing that they are American citizens.
Right.
So
well, I heard. My fault. No, what you say, bro? Go ahead. My fault.
He's not. This is the conversation we're about to get into with the Civil War. My next question was, do you think it's going to be a Civil War? And this is going to fall right into it because he's deploying federal agents, which are ICE agents. These are everyday people that barely have any training, and they're covering their faces because they know they don't want to be prosecuted after all this shit is over. So they doing nut shit. They're not trained to deal with civilians and everything. Excuse me, I get tongue tied sometimes. They're not trained to deal with civilians and things like that. What they're doing is literally harassing the shit out of people, bro. That has nothing to do with the immigrant issue. You walking down the street as a black man, right? And ICE just tackle the shit out you, right? Lock you the fuck up. You talking about, yo, I'm an American citizen. I can show you my birth certificate. Shut the fuck up. Throw you in the truck with 40 other people. Right?
Right.
You think that's patriotic? You think that's like you're an American, bro? Type in ICE agents detaining people. You'll see it. ICE. Matter of fact, just the other day, ICE agent detains young boy in Chicago.
ICE agent detain.
Yeah, detain is DETAIN, bro. Public school once again.
No, I'm typing too fast. That's what it is. That's what
right there.
Is it right here? All right.
Let me see if that's the one. Hi. I'm trying to figure out which one it is.
Say ICE arrest in Chicago.
No, ICE detains black teen.
Black teen?
Yeah, black teen, a teenager. Go ahead. Yeah, put that in there. You might want to delete all the other shit you got in there. And there you go, right there. Yeah, that's it right there.
He's a citizen! He's a citizen!
A takedown by immigration officers recorded outside a Walgreens store as loved ones pleaded for his release.
You don't know what's going on, so get the back.
It happened after federal agents were seen swarming the store, appearing to be in search of someone.
When he called for backup, other people come in,
right there.
and that's when I start to leave.
But Warren King says he didn't get far from the exit before being tackled to the ground by a federal agent and placed under arrest. The 19-year-old is now left with scars, both physical and mental.
I'm telling them I'm a U.S. citizen. I'm here. I'm legal. I'm born here. So they didn't try to hear none of that though.
It all apparently stems from this collision captured on video at nearby 105th and Avenue N, showing Border Patrol agents and this white truck crashing into a red SUV Tuesday morning. It happened following a chase that residents say circled the neighborhood for nearly 30 minutes after Homeland Security says the driver, an alleged undocumented immigrant, rammed into their agent's vehicle. Deployed tear gas soon enveloped the crowd that gathered in protest, some of them throwing items at agents, including eggs. Video shows one teenager being detained. Tonight, their attorney says they are an American citizen and have since been released. As for the crash, DHS says 2 undocumented immigrants were arrested. King tells me he sat with both of them in a car for hours before he was released.
They just accepted their defeat, you know. It wasn't no talking and a back between both of them, and they knew each other. I just graduated high school, so they could come from literally anybody.
Wow.
So what you're saying is not adding up to what's being done, brother. Look, go to this video right here. The mom. That's his mom right there.
Which
right
one?
There. Yep.
There have been really brave people around the country who have tried to stick up for members of their community.
This it right here, bro?
Yeah.
The fuck is it? We don't like none of you. You okay? No, how can I be okay? You okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? I look like I'm okay? Don't come up in my face here because I hit hard. Fuck wrong with y'all?
Try it.
I wish you would.
Try it.
You try me and see what the fuck happened. Nigga, we angry. All of us angry out here. So don't think it's y'all alone.
Get out of here.
You who you telling get out of here? Why you telling me get out of here? You asked me a question and I'm answering you.
Get out of here. Man.
Fuck wrong with you? Oh, stupid ass bitch. That's why you gotta hide your face.
You wanna go to jail?
You call me my mother, I can tell you anything.
You wanna go?
Yo, she is going in.
Yeah, because they arrested her son for no reason, bro. Yeah.
She
So
said,
I digress from my point, bro. Look, I digress from my point. My point is, now, I encourage you to become well-read and really look in on both sides, because I'm not a Democrat, Republican dude. Like, I'm right is right, wrong is wrong type situation. I've been watching this play out. I've been listening to podcasts, bro. I've been looking at documentaries. I really am well-read and well-researched on this subject, bro. Donald Trump is trying to mobilize the military and police to suit his agenda, bro. And just real quick, just to give you proof, I want you to go to Google real quick before I end this little part right here. Go to Google, and I want you to type in Leader, the head of ICE. Type in the head of ICE. That's not the head of ICE. Head
of ICE.
What's his name? Let me see. Yeah, let me do it real quick so I can tell you what to type in for.
ICE leadership. John Fear. That's him?
Yeah, go to him. Nah, wait.
ICE leadership. I guess these all the leaders right here, though, right?
Hold on, I'm about to tell you. One minute, bro. I got you.
All right. He got to be one of these motherfuckers up here, though.
I'm sure you. Hold on.
Immigration, customs enforcement.
He's an ICE agent, but I forgot his name though.
You say he like the head, like he like the leader?
Yeah, he one of the heads of it. ICE agent.
But this chief of staff. They got the acting director, Todd M. Lyons, Madison Sheehan, deputy director. John Fair, chief of staff. Marcos Charles, acting executive associate director, enforcement and removal operations. Derek Gordon, acting executive. It's too many motherfucking people that's heads of this shit.
What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna find it for you, and I'm gonna find it for you, bro, and then I'm gonna send it to you because I don't like to give wrong information out.
All right. Oh, we doing our research too, bro.
Yeah. I don't like to give wrong information out, so we do research here. But next time we come back to the next podcast next week, next show, I'm going to show you this dude dresses like a SS officer back in Germany, bro. And him and Hitler was like this, bro. They look exactly alike if you pull pictures up next to him. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna get his name and everything like that. I seen it, but it's crazy, bro. And it just goes to show you, y'all. Listen, I know for years, and I'm one of those people too. That like, yo, they always saying vote, 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 and it never stay the same, and it never changed. But bro, look what we do. Look what happened when we don't vote, bro. Look at all this shit that's going on, bro. Food going up, gas up. You can't get a break from talking about politics on the news at all. It's always something crazy.
Something every day.
They cutting off all the DEI programs, and black unemployment rate is crazy right now. People always talking about they can't get a job. What about now? You got the assassination of the boy Charlie Kirk. Now he was racist as fuck. You know, like no, he was super racist. He was super out of pocket. I don't want to wish for nobody to die. Don't get me wrong. I don't.
Dirty.
It's freedom of speech. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of people. I had talked to somebody that was like, "Well, Martin Luther King, he died too. He was doing this, but he wasn't preaching hate though. Charlie Kirk was preaching hate. That's the big difference here. He was preaching hate, and he was using religion as a mask to preach it. And he was killed in the middle of a conversation about gun violence and how black people are responsible for this and that and that. And a white person took his life. That was a Republican.
So you think the government took his life? Because I heard conspiracy theories about that.
I'm thinking about that too. And also, I listen to Candace Owens here and there. A lot of things I don't agree with what she say, but on this specific topic, this certain topic, she right on the money. They killed that man because he wasn't going along with their protocol, what they wanted him to do.
And when you say they killed that man, who we talking about?
We talking about the president of the United States probably orchestrated that.
That's deep.
That's what I feel he did. I'm not saying that's not a news fact, but that's something that I'm thinking that he did. Because when he was asked about it, you know what he said? They asked, how you feel about Charlie Kirk? What he say? Oh yeah, we're putting up some real estate over here and this, that, and third. He didn't even give a fuck, bro. And then his wife, she burned me out because I understand your husband got killed. Yes, your children, you don't have a dad anymore. But it seemed like she just fell right in line, and she's pushing this narrative of just she only, you know how a widow acts when like a husband dies and stuff like that. She's using it as a stepping stone to become something of a spearhead for things.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and listen to Charlie Kirk 1 minute. Let's spit this disrespectful rhetoric that he always spill. Go ahead, bro.
It's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights. That is a prudent deal. It is rational. I think it's worth.
He think it's worth to have gun deaths every year just so we can keep the amendment, the right to bear arms. And look, somebody killed him.
With a gun. With a gun.
Karma.
So the shit he was preaching about and talking about, it came back and bit him in the ass.
Bro, yes. Yeah, absolutely. Crazy. So that question, so we answered 2 questions in one. I asked you, G's, do you think Donald Trump is the worst president of all time? You said you voted for him. You said you was playing.
Yeah.
But that guy, man, he's divided his country up so bad, bro. And you know ICE is wrong even when a police officer is like, what the fuck is y'all doing? They tear gas somebody and tear gas the police officers too. Even the police officers like, what is y'all doing?
Yeah, that shit crazy. The government shutting down and all that. What's up with that?
The government is shut down right now because the Democrats and Republicans and Democrats can't sit at a table. But now it's crazy because the Republicans are saying to the other Republicans like, yo, y'all so worried about not sitting with Democrats, like it's like black versus white over there. Like we just need to come to an agreement so we can get the country back on the same page. But those Republicans is like, no. They didn't even show up for the meeting.
This all Trump. This all Trump Republicans too.
Oh yeah, they own the House, the Senate, yeah, all that. This is all his regime.
It's a whole staff up in there. It's a whole new staff up in that joint.
And right now, they're not putting the Constitution in the United States first. They're putting what Trump says first. Trump is not God. You have an obligation and took an oath to protect America, not Trump. And when a president falls out of line with the Constitution, that's called a dictatorship, and it's not supposed to happen.
Shit deep, man.
It's deeper than rap, man. It's deeper than Trump. It's deeper than us. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you know, America is America, man. It was built on blood, and it's going to be destroyed on blood.
And at the end of the day got to end.
Real rap, though. Real rap, though. At the end of the day, what goes up must come down.
What goes around comes around.
Ain't that what they say?
Yeah, that's what they say. It's definitely.
So I want to close this part right here with this. History doesn't judge by popularity. It judges by legacy. If your legacy is violence, war, and greed, then how you think it's going to go down? Same way.
That was Hitler. That was Hitler's legacy too. That sounds similar to what Hitler was doing. His legacy was dark, real dark.
It's crazy, man.
Slaughtering Jews and all that types of. He's known for that. Yeah, I don't know if he ever did anything good. I don't know. I hear all bullshit about. Oh, he was on dog shit,
bro. We can go into this guy for forever, but it's just a lot, man. It's just a lot of the funny thing about history is, bro. History is not real, and I'm gonna say this. And somebody famous said it, but it might not be the way that I'm about to say it, but it's similar. History is a set of rules that the winners all agreed on.
Mm-hmm. Elaborate.
History is built upon a set of lies that the winner made. So in this perspective, if you win, you can make any rules. You can make up how you won. You could tell the story 1,000,000 times of how you wanted to sound because nobody wants to hear the loser side of it. You get what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Just like slavery. Perfect example. We're the losers in slavery. Right? Every time somebody brings up slavery or something like that to it, oh, y'all always complaining, this, that, and the third. Y'all this, that, and the third. But we see directly how it affect our upbringing and our ancestors and our grandmoms, you know, and the way that black people think and how we operate, right?
Right.
We see the years and centuries and decades of traumatic stress that it has caused us and the oppression it has brought us when we're brought into a room with other races that haven't been taught about the history that we know. They know their version of the history. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So if a person wins at something, they're able to make up the rules all they want because nobody care about the backstory to it.
They just they're gonna take that shit around with it.
Right. And if you break history down, I love doing this, is his story. His story. History is literally his story. Whoever wins makes the story.
Mm-hmm.
So perfect example. If y'all can't catch on to what I'm saying, perfect example, right? Okay. Hypothetically speaking, me and G's go somewhere, right? A situation happened, G's dies.
Damn, well, I gotta die.
Sorry, I die, right?
Why you gotta die?
Listen, G's comes back and he's going to tell the story the way he knows the story, right?
Mm-hmm.
The way I know the story is never going to come out because I lost. So all you have to go off is what he says out his mouth. Just like in court. You in court versus somebody, whoever wins, that's the story that's in stone. The other side don't matter no more. You could tell them that you could tell your side of the story until you turn blue in the face. It does not matter because you did not win. And that person might be lying. God knows everything. That person might be lying, but it does not matter because you won.
Mm-hmm.
So your lie is now the truth. You see what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, man.
That's real shit. So yeah, man. The country's fucked up. As always, human beings need to do better. We need to start feeding more positivity, feeding each other, or giving each other more of a helping hand, and come together, because this thing we call the human race is going to come to a complete stop if we keep getting these bozos like Donald Trump and these fake ass lawyers, police officers, and anybody else that runs the country, and they're trying to do it in a dictatorship way. We're going to be fucked, bro. Real talk.
Trump got 2 years left, right? Yeah, he only can do one term.
Got 3 more years left. Well, he got because it's about to be the end of this year, so he got 3 more years technically.
Yeah. That shit gonna go past fast. He won't be in there. So what we need to think about is who gonna be the next president. And
don't worry.
And
I might go on a political run and just dress up and tell everybody who to vote. I'm tired of this shit, bro. But yo, let's get to the next situation at hand.
You said you gonna run for president?
Nah, y'all want me to run for president?
I'm gonna be vice president, nigga.
Y'all gonna be way more fucked up. Because I'm gonna tell y'all to your face, I'm embezzling. Yo, all right, listen. Next topic, man. Next topic. How to stay calm in an argument. Okay, most people argue to win, not to understand. But real power is when you can stay calm, even when you're wrong or when you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel as though emotional control and self-awareness during conflict can help?
That's a question to me?
Yeah, bro. Bro, no, the person behind you. Yes.
Oh, you talking about this nigga right here? Ask me again, man.
Come on, bro. Stay focused, man. Stay ready so you ain't got to get ready, bro.
Come on, man.
Do you feel as though emotional control and self-awareness during a conflict helps?
You said emotional awareness and self-control helps with.
Yo, this boy's retarded.
No, you yeah. Word, man.
Yo, this boy's remedial.
That sounds worse.
They mean the same thing.
Yo,
yo, do you think emotional control and self-awareness during conflict, how could that help? Does that help? What do you think about that?
Yeah, you got to be able to control your emotions, because if you don't, it's gonna be it could lead shit can go left. Shit can go real left. So yeah, everybody has emotions. Everybody has emotions. You can even have negative emotions, good emotions. We all got emotions. We humans. So yes, you got to be able to control your emotions, because your emotions can scatter everywhere. You can say some shit that you don't mean. You can say some shit that you're gonna regret, or you can say some shit that's truthful, but it might hurt the other person. They might not want to hear it. But it's just like it's levels. It's levels to controlling your emotions and shit like that. But it also, you can also say some good shit and keep your emotions intact without really expressing too much. You see what I'm saying? Like, do that make sense?
No, I understand what you're saying. I feel as though I feel as though when your emotions super exceed your intelligence, there's always going to be something wrong. If you can't think logically through something before you get upset, and we're all guilty of being overly emotional. I'm guilty, like a motherfucker.
I am too.
But I like to exercise, or like to think that I exercise logic more than I do emotions. Emotions are valid. They are serious. They need to be paid attention to. But at the same time, if your emotional state, if you're heightened in emotional state, you don't want to hear anything that comes out of anybody's mouth other than you're right. Or somebody sees what you're seeing. Sometimes you got to take that. You got to get out of that driver's seat and sit in the passenger seat and just look over and say, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, I'll take accountability for this. And sometimes you don't even got to say you're sorry. You just need to listen and understand how to move differently later.
But for some people, bro, it's hard for some people to admit when they wrong.
Right, accountability.
Yeah, they don't take accountability. They won't say, "Oh, damn, that's my fault. I fucked up. I apologize for that." They'll have a different way of showing. It'd be a weird way, but they'll have a weird way of showing, like, they didn't mean to say that, they didn't mean to do that, or they, apologetic. It'll be a weird ass way instead of just coming out and saying, "Yeah."
And that takes emotional maturity, bro.
Right.
In order to say I'm sorry and be and take accountability, bro, you have to have emotional maturity. You have to understand when you get yourself bent out of shape and things like that, you got to have that emotional maturity to pull back in, self-reflect, and say, you know what, I was wrong for this. And not even just saying you're wrong, actually in the future, taking accountability, taking it into consideration, and actually doing it a different way. You can't just say, I'm sorry, and keep doing the same things. That's not going to work out. Nobody wants to stick around and wait for you to grow up. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You have to have that emotional security within yourself and say, you know what, I need to work on this. And also, you might not can't work on certain things with your partner or with your homies, whatever the case may be. You might need a therapist to work on it individually to strengthen yourself. So when you do get put in these situations, that you can, you know how to maneuver now. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of us don't have our emotional or logical license, if that makes sense. We walking around on permits. We walking around on events that happen in our life, and we thinking this is how you're supposed to drive. When actually, we wasn't really equipped emotionally growing up. We're learning how to deal with conflict. So we crash out. That's the definition of a crash out.
Right.
When we feel emotionally heightened, we gonna cry. I'm gonna crash out. No, bro, you need to go get your motherfucking your emotional driver's license, brother, and learn how to navigate, sister. Learn how to navigate the emotions. And then, listen, and we all have accidents, just like regular drivers. We all have accidents. I ain't saying you're not gonna be in a little fender bender.
Yeah, you got insurance for that. You gotta have insurance.
But dig this too. And this is a great metaphor right here. Dig this too. You got insurance for that, right? But what happens when you keep getting in accidents? What's your insurance do?
They're gonna drop the shit out you. They're gonna drop you.
It's gonna go up and then they're gonna drop you.
gonna drop you. Yep.
Same thing in your relationships in life.
Yep.
Every time you get into a fender bender and you're not learning from your mistakes, what's gonna happen? Everything gonna blow up, and then your person gonna be like, I can't take it no more. I'm out. It's the same thing.
That right there can cause self-destruction.
Right. And now you're moving. Now you're moving, keep thinking that you're right in these different areas, these different spaces in life, these different relationships, and you are self-sabotaging yourself because you keep taking the toxicity with you instead of healing from it and learning how to maneuver and control yourself.
That's deep. That's deep, man.
Shut the fuck up, nigga.
Deep, oh, real shit, bro. Real shit. All jokes aside, that's deep. That's some real shit.
Nah, it's real shit though, bro.
Yeah.
This is real. This is real shit. You know, and I'm only saying this because I see a lot of my friends, me, my wife, you, people that I knew, lives become conflict. Sometimes constant conflict because we just can't sit and have an intellectual, logical conversation without being, you did this to me, I did this to you, we did this to you know what I mean? It's never you know what, I'll take accountability for what I did, you know, I did this, I did that, and allowing the other person to actually state what they have done. Even if they don't state everything you feel as though they've done, at least they're taking accountability. Sometimes we gotta look at the bigger picture. We have to ask ourselves sometimes, is this shit worth crashing out and saying fuck everything over because I just can't get my way right now? Sometimes I'll be wanting to crash. You know what I do? I'm not going to argue today.
You got to tell yourself that, though.
Yeah, I got to tell myself that. And sometimes you got to tell your spouse that, or you got to tell your homies that. You got to say, you know what? It's not the proof that just because I know I'm right, I don't have to prove that I'm right no more. What they say, what's in the dark is going to come to the light, and people are going to find out the hard way. So, okay, you think you're right? Cool, rock out. Rock out. Because I'm doing more harm to myself trying to convince you or trying to force you to think the way I'm thinking. Sometimes you just got to go through life experiences to figure it out.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
because that's what I had to do. I had to go to jail. I had to see things happen in the streets, be in different relationships, go through court hearings and shit, like, you know, just life. Life just, you have to go through all that stuff, and a lot of people don't go through that type of shit. And if they do go through that type of shit, they get saved so many times that they never really experience the full weight of it, so they don't know how to maneuver through conflict. Or you grow up seeing people yell all the time, and you never really learn how to do those communication skills that you need to build a healthier version of who you should be. We're all guilty of it, bro. All of us.
Yeah, ain't nobody perfect here, bro.
No, ain't nobody perfect, man. Only thing or being that's perfect is God. We not God. We were made in God's image. We weren't made as God.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like a big fact, man. So for everybody out there, work on your emotional maturity. Work on logic. Using this is gonna get you out a lot of shit. Even with the streets or relationships, friendships, it take one split second to get in trouble, and it take a lifetime to get out of that shit.
Yep. You don't want to spend the rest of your life in jail, man.
Not bro, just not even in jail. You
could be in mental jail though. Not just like you said,
exactly. You could be in mental prison. That one time, because you just don't want to listen, and you just think, you know, you can just have your mind just locked in that same place your whole life and carry that from relationship to relationship, friendship to friendship, job to job, wherever you go, and it's going to be a hindrance to you, and you're always going to wonder, why me? Why is this happening to me? It's happening to you because you're not learning your lesson.
Mm-hmm.
You keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. That is the definition of insanity. And then eventually you drive yourself crazy.
And the L always don't mean loss. I mean lesson. I mean learning.
Exactly.
L can mean a lot. It don't just got to be a loss. It could be you learning. lesson. You know what I'm saying? You learn the lessons, whatever you want to think of it. You just gotta, like you said, bro, use your brain, use your mind.
Exactly, bro.
Because people got common sense. Everybody got common sense, but everybody, people
sorry for cutting you off, bro. My new practical techniques for diffusing tension is staying calm, listening, understanding what's being said to you, reevaluating, and then responding without aggression and just being like, okay, you're saying this to me because I see that you feel this way, but this is my response to that, and I'd rather not engage in this because it's not going to go the way either one of us wanted to go. Or
I wish it can be that simple for everybody, but it's not.
Or just shutting the fuck up and just saying, all right. Because like I said before, proving that I'm right is not worth it no more. It's not. This is not worth it no more. I'm over it. I used to do that. I'm over it now. I don't care no more.
And sometimes you got to get like that. That's the get away from that situation, bro. Get away from certain situations. That's thinking. You thinking.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to have to deal with that. That's you right. Like you said, crashing the fuck out. You don't got to crash out. You just be like, all right. That's like walking away from a, you know what I'm saying, a fight. You let a nigga talk some shit. All right, bro, go ahead. You got it. I ain't no bitch though, but you got it. You got
right,
it.
Bro. Listen, I'm not a clown, bro. I'm not a scary dude, but I'm not going to sit here and argue with you about who got the bigger gat. Pause. I'm not doing all that. Listen, I live by fuck around and find out rules. You got it, bro. I'm out. You touch me, you gonna fuck around and find out.
Yeah,
like,
it's like that.
Yeah, we all listen. We all can die. You know what I mean? We all can die, or we all can just be smart and use our minds. But I'm not going to sit here and willingly give up my life because you feel as though you're being wrong. If you're not trying to have an intellectual conversation about it, bro, we don't got to talk at all.
Absolutely.
That's how I'm rocking. And I'm an angry dude for real. So if I can do it, trust me, a lot of y'all can do it. Cause I 0 to 100. I don't be caring. I used to not, you know what I mean? I'm learning to live differently. You know, I just had a daughter a month ago. Shout out to my baby love. I have a son that is 14 years old that I've been raising. That me and my wife together have been raising, and we're raising our daughter. And it's just certain things we have to stop to be better parents, better people, and a better team, you know, and that's just real shit.
And that's called maturity, and that's called being a fucking adult and using your brain, using your fucking mind.
Your fucking noggin, man. So my closing quote for this is: silence doesn't mean you lost. It just means you outgrew the noise. Okay? Silence doesn't mean you lost. It just means you outgrew the noise.
Yep. Maturity, man. That's called maturity.
Growing. That's how we rocking. That's how we rocking.
That's how we coming. That's how we moving.
Pause. That's how we rocking.
You see that? I said that's how we moving, man.
Yo. All right. And last but not least, what we was talking about before, then and now, the difference between generations. So look, back in the day, respect was earned and loyalty meant something. Now everything feels temporary, even people. So what the fuck changed? And also, what happened to the youth?
The youth ain't called the youth no more. The youth is called YNs. That's what they call them. We don't refer to them as the youth. They refer as YNs.
Yeah, but what about the bad? See, YN stand for young niggas. But what about, I'm talking about kids in general. What about the YNs, the RNs? Like I'm talking about all of them, bro. They all fucked up. Why do you think that it is?
Because of their parents, their mental health. They be having babies at a young age. Yeah, like we just talked about, bro. They fucked up in the head, like, and it's
so
pass it down. Genes pass down. The shit passed down, bro. When you
so what you're saying is it's our fault.
Not us, not me and you.
No,
me and
no,
you
no,
got
no, no.
Are you talking about general?
Our generation is our fault.
Yeah, it is our fault. It starts with the parents, bro. It starts with us. It starts with us.
It's our fault.
And it's going to end with them. It starts with us and it's going to end with them.
It's our fault. We came up in the generation where, well, we had our grandmoms, but by the time we had our grandmoms was burnt out, and our grandmoms was old, so they died. Most of our grandmoms passed away when we were about 16, 17, 15, 14. You know what I mean? We had a lot of people that had their grandmas, and people that have grandmoms, it's kind of like a generation overlapped, kind of, because people was grandma, like right now, bro, it's people our age that's grandmoms.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's crazy.
People in their late 30s, that's grandmoms. Early 40s, bro.
Bro, early 30s, that's grandmoms. Mid 30s, grandmoms. It's people that was moms in their 13, 14s. But it wasn't like back in the day, whereas though you had a structured family helping you take care of the kid. No, your mom was on some shit. You have a baby, you gotta tighten up and be out here. And what they doing? Leaning on the drug dealers. The female ideology of what a man is these days, or what a man should do, is gone. A lot of these females is having kids, and they raising their kids on how they want their man to be, instead of raising them like kids. Well, they raising their daughters on how they would raise a little sister, instead of raising them like a daughter.
And the mom, when the little daughters grow up, the moms try to be young like the daughters,
or they try to start being strict on the daughters. And now it's too late, because the daughters don't look at you like mommy; they look at you as sister.
As sis. They calling your mom sis. They calling they mom sis. Hey sis. They in the club with their mom. They taking shots with their mom. They twerking with their mom and all that, bro.
That twerking shit is crazy. Don't get me wrong, we men, but at the end of the day, even us being males, being males is like, come on, sis. Every picture your ass in, every time you dance, you gotta twerk. That shit is corny. It's good to look at, it's good to play with, but nobody gonna take you seriously, baby.
Nope.
And if somebody do take you seriously, they boo-boo the fool, because they're looking at what they can get their hands on, other than what they can actually stand on and grow with. And that's why a lot of these babies is being made out of wedlock and just off of little flings, because we're so in love with lust that we don't even know what love is.
And them women be eye candy. They be eye candy, and they just be like you said,
for a good time, bro.
Yeah, they be for a good time. A nigga
for a good time, not for a long time.
Not for a long time, bro. And they get caught up, and then that's how the baby get here. And then niggas be on some weird shit. They don't take care of their kid, and they dip off, and then
a lot of dudes be on some weird shit, and a lot of baby moms be on some weird shit, because they realize the dude really don't want them. So now they chasing the dude and using the baby as a weapon to try to think that it's going to make the dude be like, oh, I don't want to be on child support, let me hurry up and go back, when that's not true. Because the dude never cared about you in the first place. They told the same lie, they whispered the same lie in your ear that they whispered to somebody else's ear. We gotta smarten up, man.
It's crazy out here, bro. It's crazy.
Guys are lying and building broken homes, helping building broken homes. Women are supporting bad habits in children, or dumping their trauma on the kids. So is men dumping trauma on the kids, and that's why this generation is so fucked up, because us coming up, we went from used to having a community and everybody being on the block to everybody dying and everybody wanting to grow up so fast. We missed the responsibility and everything. And so when we had kids, it trickled down to them, and now they don't have no substances. I think everything's so watered down now. There's no substance to nothing. There's no substance to just not even people, music, art. You online right now, you can't tell what's real or fake. Everything AI generated.
Yep, it's a fact.
Everything's so watered down right now that there's nothing genuine to grasp on, and everybody's being affected from it through generations and everyday life, bro. I think that's the difference between generations, bro.
Another thing too, bro, is this is why it's important to have a mom and dad in the same household growing up.
Mm-hmm.
The kid growing up with the mom and dad in the same household. I believe in that. I believe in it should be a family because that's how you get structure. That's how you you raise well. You see how your mom and dad treat each other, and that rubs off on kids. That rubs off on them,
bro. Discipline, pride, and work ethic. It's not there no more.
It's not.
It's not there no more. We don't got no discipline. What happened? You whoop your kid ass. What happened? DHS.
Yep, they coming.
Or your kid gonna weaponize to get you. I'm gonna tell the people you hit me. Now the parents is like, what? I ain't trying to go to jail.
Or your kid run away.
You won't beat your kid ass, but you'll hold your drug dealer boyfriend down and take a bid for him. But you won't go to jail for disciplining your kids so they can know right from wrong. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. That shit's crazy.
It's fucked up out here, man.
What Kanye West say one day? He said niggas would do 100 years of life, but won't do 4 years of high school.
Damn,
it's crazy.
Damn.
You'll go to jail for life, but you can't do 4 years of high school. You won't do 8 years of college.
That's deep.
Make it make sense.
That's deep. That's deep, yo.
But yeah, discipline, pride, and work ethic, they're not here no more. Back in the day, think about it, bro. When we did our homework, we really had this research, go to the library, study this shit. Even when we was on Google, it took forever for the pages to load. Like, it wasn't easy like that. Right now, you can ask AI anything, and that shit gonna answer you no matter what, bro.
Yep. Niggas used to have to go to the yellow pages to find numbers and shit, the stores and all that.
Give me like an astronomical number, bro.
A single digit number or like
just give me a math problem.
What, like fucking I don't fucking know.
What is 6,144,000,000,000 times 3?
You asking the wrong motherfucker.
Pretty huge number, and then we're adding 144 billion on top of that and multiplying the whole thing by 3. In short, it's going to be a massive result. But let me do the math for you. So 6 zillion is 6 followed by 21 zeros, and 134 billion is 144 followed by 9 zeros. We add those together and multiply by 3. And the final answer is a very large number indeed.
You gotta be kidding me. I didn't even know that fucking exists. You just said anything, right?
I said anything, bro.
And they answered it.
What is 108 times 50?
No problem. Let's do that real quick. So 108 times 50 is basically 108 times 5, and then just add a 0 at the end. 108 times 5 is 540, and then we tack on that 0. So it's 5,400.
That's
but this where it gets scary at. Hey, Siri, I'm having trouble in my love life. Oh, I'm sorry. This is not Siri. This is ChatGPT. ChatGPT, I'm having trouble in my love life. Tell me, what is the best way to solve an argument? Because sometimes I just feel unheard.
Absolutely. I'm here for that too. When it comes to resolving an argument, especially in your love life, one of the best approaches is just making sure both sides feel genuinely listened to. That means really taking a moment to hear the other person out, not just waiting for your turn to talk. Reflect back what they're saying so they know you got it, and then share your own perspective calmly. It's all about that open, honest communication and a bit of patience.
Thank you so much. You have helped me so much. Thank you.
We love you, ChatGPT.
You're so welcome. I'm really glad I could help out. If you ever need to chat more or need anything else, just let me know.
That's like talking to a fucking machine, motherfucker.
Well, listen, I did all that to say this, bro. Shit is at our fingertips. I don't have to do anything. I could take a picture of anything with that phone and ask ChatGPT to explain it to me in layman's term or just the most advanced term. It's going to break it down in 1 second of a snap of a finger.
Yes.
We don't have no work ethic no more, bro. We don't have to work for anything. Every technology and just the way we raise is it made us lazy, bro. Emotionally lazy. Logically, we don't think through nothing because we need the answer right now. Everything is microwave, bro. And it is definitely, does it help us? Yes. But is it hurting us more than it's helping us? Absolutely. Yeah. Because we are losing our problem solving skills. We are losing our problem solving skills, bro. We're losing them. We don't have them no more, bro. They don't exist no more. And when you lose your problem solving skills, it hurts you emotionally.
Mm.
And that goes back to what we were saying before, bro. To deal with something on a logical level other than emotional level is very hard for people because they can't grasp the concept, bro. A lot of people have not developed social skills because their social skills have been a phone, a tablet. They don't know how to do it. My own son, I see it in him. I have to talk to him on an emotional level sometimes to get him to be more emotionally intact with himself. Because going outside, riding your bike around all day, having those social skills, that played a big part in the way we was raised. And when everybody started killing each other and Instagram and MySpace and all that got introduced, we lost it all.
Yep. ChatGPT.
And I want to end that with this. The past taught us how to survive. The future is teaching us how to adapt.
We gonna end on that note.
You can take that how you want. But we have reached our hour.
Yes. And this was another episode. A stick to the motherfucking script.
Let's go, baby. It's been a pleasure. Prada, aka Tate, Giziano. Listen, I feel like this episode was probably the most productive episode we had, just on talking to the people and trying to get, just the conversation rolling more than just about hip hop and music and gang shit and shit like that, man. So if you want us to talk about anything, make sure you drop a like, a comment on all platforms, and just let us know what y'all think, man. We're going to keep these podcasts coming every week. I'm sorry, like I said before, I fell off because I was busy, but I'm trying to make time.
We got to come back, bro. Maybe twice a week because we got dropped. We got to do more. We got to give them more. We got to be consistent.
We're going to work it out. He worked. I'm an entrepreneur. You know what I mean? I work. I got a daughter. He got a daughter. There's a lot going on. We're going to try to pull it together. But 1 episode a week is promised. 2 is a treat. Like, it's real rap.
2, we gonna shoot for the stars though, man.
Yeah, so it's been an hour and 13 minutes. We've been rocking with y'all. We appreciate y'all. Geez, go ahead with that new outro. Make sure you pick that up for them. You know what I mean? I want y'all to like, follow, and subscribe to Stick to the Script podcast on all platforms: X, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. We definitely gonna post this joint on YouTube. We gotta chop the video up. It's gonna come out. Today is 10/18, so 10/18 around 3 o'clock. We're gonna have this video out for y'all for sure. Shout out to everybody.
We are live too, so
we live? Oh, yeah, I know we live.
Yeah, we live.
It was live. Always live the whole time. Shout out to everybody that's live right now with us. If you in the chat, what up, chat? Ain't that what they say? What up, chat?
What up?
Yeah, if you in the chat, definitely holler at us, man. I think we on Facebook, right?
We on Facebook, YouTube.
Oh shit, we live on everything.
Yeah, Facebook.
Oh,
YouTube.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody in the comments for being live and all that. If you like what we was talking about today, give some input. If you feel like we was wrong about some things, shit, tell us we was wrong. Play us fuck up too.
Play us fuck up
too, baby. I ain't mad at you, but it's been a pleasure. Jeez, hit them with that outro, man. Let's get up out of here.
We up out of here, man. We love y'all, man. We definitely love you.
Jeez, let me get that outro, baby. Everybody, we appreciate you listening to Stick to the Script podcast. Please make sure you follow us on all social medias and get your Stick to the Script episodes wherever podcasts are at.